right, the first deadline in the issue holding up both the trials of Cesar Goodson and Alicia White is today. The state wants to force Officer William Porter to testify against Goodson and White, but his attorneys say it's a violation of his state and U.S. rights not to incriminate himself. In Focus, investigator Brian Kilber is here now to explain what that meant today in court.
Jamie, the Court of Special Appeals in effect halted the next two scheduled trials when it decided to take up this issue of Porter's testimony. The brief filed today essentially argues what Porter's defense attorneys have been arguing all along. With his retrial looming, the state should not be able to force Porter to testify against who are essentially his co-defendants. In the conclusion of today's filing, Porter's attorneys say the state is, quote, bending the rights of Officer William Porter so that their case against Goodson and White does not break. This is the first time this kind of testimony in this kind of case has ever been sought, which is why the Court of Special Appeals decided to hear it. Next, the state will file its brief by February 10th, and then Porter's team will file a rebuttal to that by the 22nd. A panel of 3 judges will then hear the oral arguments on March 4th and render a decision sometime after that. Now, while that freezes both the trials of Officer Cesar Goodson and Sergeant Alicia White, we learned last week it will not affect the remaining 3 cases. Officer Edward Nero now becomes the next man up in the trials of the Baltimore 6. Nero is currently scheduled to stand trial starting on February 22nd. Pretrial motions in his case are due by this Thursday.